This is Lolita with whatever Lolita wants, Lolita gets. I am sleepy. Yeah, it's still kind of early, but I'm sleepy. I've done my work day, and I just finished watching not Erica, Candace Owens show, and the day after, uh, when Candace did her show, the day after she met with Erica, I thought to myself, I hadn't come to the same conclusion that I'm hearing a lot of YouTubers saying that they had come to, that maybe Candace had been compromised. I never thought that, but I did think after watching that first show, after she came back from meeting with her the day before, that I could have had a V8. I'm telling my age right there. So if y'all remember that commercial and the V8 drinks. But today's show, in my opinion, is working on London Bridge falling down. I was finishing up some things, and I heard she had a guest. Candace had a guest on the show. She had told this man's story because she said she had been praying for a lead, that she had gone to church and that she was praying for a lead, and that when she got back home, there was an email where someone was telling her that she needed to talk to this certain man because he was an ex-military person who had gone through a lot of persecution by the government and the military for accidentally discovering drug cartel tunnels. Okay. And this man, and I don't remember the names, y'all, because I'm just now really starting to pay attention to all of this. I don't remember the man's name, but he was on today's episode. So he thought he was doing a good thing by reporting to his superiors, his military superiors, and the government about finding these cartel tunnels. But turned out the government and the military seemingly knew about it and was okay with it. And I guess in bed with these cartels. So they began to persecute him for 35 years. Okay, I think he said this started when he was like 20 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Well, anyway, Candace had told the story, this man's story, another day. Today, she actually had the man on, so he could tell the story himself. Hello, and he told the story. Well, I'm listening, and I know I'm Southern, and Southern people, we can speak kind of slow. Uh, and that doesn't have anything to do with mental capacity. We just believe in taking our time and doing stuff and doing it right. Talking fast, 200 miles per hour, does not make one more intelligent. Okay. All right. So I'm digressing. So, anyway, the man is telling his story, and tells that he was under a gag order for so many years and couldn't talk about his experiences or try to get some answers or whatever. Where finally the gag order was up. So he books a hotel at somewhere close to a military base or somewhere he needed to go get the paperwork, okay? That maybe could provide him some answers or whatever. In the midst of this man going to handle his business and staying at this hotel, he comes across some high level military people who are there having some kind of meeting, and he the names, the names I'm not going to remember, but there is one man that has been named. I don't know if he has anything to do with TPSU, but or not, but he's somewhere in the midst of all this stuff. And he has a military background. He's high up in the military. Well, come to find out, this man was at this high level meeting, and the man that gave his testimony today on Candace's show was saying that you don't see that many many high-level military people together or in a certain place like this outside of maybe the Pentagon, or unless they're somewhere planning something. Okay. So sure enough, come to find out they were having some kind of high level meeting. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the day before. This took place the day before Charlie was taken out. So this would have been September 9th. I hope I'm getting the story straight, because I tend to fade in and out, because I won't even go into all that, because when it's time to peep in and I see where you're going, because even when I was in the church, I'll just go ahead and say it, I can tend to fade in and out, but I can grasp a point real quick and take it on down the road. I'll fade out during the sermon, but when there's a time when, if the preacher's good, when I see exactly where he or she is going, and I can finish it up for you if you want me to. So my ears perked up when he got to this point, talking about this certain man that's been in the midst of all this TPSU stuff, and he's military, that he was there. This is a chance meeting, or a chance, this man chancing seeing these people. Okay, so they notice him. This is the man giving his testimony on Candace's show today. I wish I had written down these names. But they notice him, these high up people, because he had gone to the military base to get his paperwork and stuff. And they think he's some kind of operative, and somebody maybe that like a bomber or something. They think he's suspicious. So he said that they end up interrogating him for hours until they were satisfied that he was not of any threat to them. Here is where my ears really perked up. Do you know he said, Candace asked him about the other man that's high up in the military that has been named among all this stuff going on with Charlie Kirk. Candace asked him, percentage wise, how sure are you that the man you saw is this man that's also caught up with everything going on with TPSU and Charlie Kirk? The man being interviewed said he was 95 to 99% sure. That's pretty sure. Okay. And then here's the next thing, where my radar just went do 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 do. It's washing and rinsing for me. The next thing he said was that there was a woman there with her hair back in a ponytail. And he said if he had to tell the percentage of how sure he was, that it was Erika Kirk at this high-level military, or around this high-level military meeting. Maybe not necessarily in it, but that he saw her there. I guess on this military base. And I understand they said her mother has something to do with the military. This is looking suspicious to me. It's giving sus. But he said he's 95 to 99% sure, September 9th, that Erika Kirk was there. Now, that's not looking good. And to all you supposed to be Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, supposed to be Christians that have these YouTube shows, and you cheerleading for Erika Kirk, you may want to rethink you and your supposed ghost, because that's not looking good. And even if she was there, she's not in the military. And even if she was there somewhere doing something with her mother, who is supposedly working in the military, why does she need to be there September 9th, the day before her husband was taken out? Now, I already know what I think. I've already looked into it. I've done the washing and the rinsing. I leave the middle part to everybody else. I've already done the washing and the rinsing. I know what I think. And that's not looking good. Okay? So I think today's Candace episode was explosive for that reason alone. Okay? This has been Lolita with whatever Lolita wants, Lolita gets. I'm tired. I'm getting ready to go to bed. Good night.